It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Scott Callies.
Whoop, whoop.
How are you? You're going to do it twice.
I'm going to throw it in there right off the bat because you keep trying to trick me out of it.
What are you talking about? I don't do no such thing. I just come on and do my thing and you forget.
Yeah, do your thing. Yeah. You do you, boo.
Good morning, Gigi.
Good morning, Gigi. You beat me to that. Good morning, Gigi. I hope you're having a wonderful day today.
I knew I was.
I know she's watching. She always watches.
Yeah. I knew I was going to beat you to it because I didn't wait.
I better say this because I haven't said this in a while. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, Carla.
Get us out of trouble.
I don't think
you've ever.
I don't think
you
I've
just
ever
leave her
said
out
that.
there.
Wow.
Now, does she watch the show?
Hey, I talk about her on the show all the time.
Yes, you do. You do.
I just don't say hi.
Does she watch the show?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome.
Well, I mean, right now she's probably at school, but later on, if she gets a chance, she'll go through and watch some of it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
See who was on and, you know, some of the stuff that was said.
Amanda's usually watching.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make sure you don't do something.
Say something stupid.
Yeah. And
I'm known for that.
it happens.
And her foot A and two mouth B.
Exactly. or like me, get tongue-tied and...
that's all part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Still get nervous every morning.
Every morning.
Yeah.
Ready.
Center yourself.
I'm getting better. You know, we're almost to 2 years. May.
Oh, that's right.
The first Tuesday of May.
Dang,
Well,
almost 2 years. I thought you'd be a lot better by now.
Thanks. So basically, I mean, I'd have to look back 2 years ago, but May 2nd.
May
should
2nd.
be because it was May. I started in May on, I think either a Tuesday or Thursday, whatever it fell on 2 years ago. How about that?
That's
2-year
cool.
anniversary.
Coming up.
Let's throw a party.
Heck yeah.
We didn't on my first year. We didn't even think about it. We just, whatever.
Yeah, it's just years.
It's just years.
It's just David.
Yeah. Well, we should have done the first year and then 5 year and 10 year. Oh, no, I ain't going to be here that long. 10 years.
You already quit on us.
10 years. Can you imagine this beard in 10 years, Scooter, on this camera? I mean, it'll be so rough. Silver, you won't even...
It's going to be as dark, getting as silver as mine. Like silver all down the sides, and then it's just mixed in.
It is, isn't it? Look at you. Yeah. It looks cool, though.
Yeah,
I like it. You ever thought about doing the... What do you call it? The beard?
I thought about it. I just don't... I don't know. I don't have a problem with the gray.
I don't either.
It's wisdom.
Yeah. It is wisdom.
Wisdom.
Gandalf the Grey.
There you go. See? See?
Yeah.
It's wisdom. Yeah, I thought about it. You know, getting some of that stuff you put in your hair, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, mine grows so fast. Really, I can shave all of this off in 3 days, maybe 4. It's not quite as thick, but it's like almost like this right here.
Yeah.
And so you think, and I like to keep it short. You get it where it goes too long and it starts to itch, gets scraggly.
Yeah, you got to get past that stage.
I can't get past that stage. And
I'm just starting to get out of that stage.
Are you
just
really?
Starting to. It's still a little bit, but not bad.
Yeah, I just go ahead and zip it. So I mean, I would be putting that stuff on every 3 or 4 days because it'd grow, and I'd have to then shave it down, then put some more. No thanks.
Nah,
I'm gonna pass.
Nah, it's not worth it.
No.
Not worth it. Go gray. So how was your weekend?
It was great.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you do anything but work?
Well, Saturday was busy, buddy. It was busy.
That's
I had to
good.
go in yesterday because of how busy it was Saturday.
Really?
You know, Monday's usually my day off. Yeah, we had 5 deliveries, and we put 3 on the board and had multiple other people in. And then yesterday, Sunday, we're open 11 to 4, and we just have Quentin there. Sometimes there's 2 salespeople and a manager, and then sometimes there's 1 and a manager. Quentin's the one, and Beverly was there, though, doing some stuff. They had 7 people come on the lot on a Sunday. When
Jeez.
normally it's, a couple people you see, They don't even expect you to be there. A lot of people don't even know we're open on Sunday. And so it was, buddy, it's the season. Tis the season.
Tis the season. It is. It's the beginning of the season, too, where everybody's wanting to get their new buggies and their new...
School's about to be out. They're already booking the sites, the campsites.
Heck yeah.
We have people that come in and say, we've already got the campsite booked. We just need to buy a camper.
That's kind of backwards, isn't it?
Well, you think about if you don't book it early, then you're not even going to have a campsite. So if you think, I'm doing this, you better book the campsite.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah,
Our guests are getting here. We better move on with the show.
Yes. Oh, wow. It's 7:06.
Yeah, you're talking and you can't stop.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Hospice of the Ozarks. They sponsor the morning prayer. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worthy of quality end-of-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. Still a non-for-profit 501c3, there has never been a charge to a patient or their families for hospice care, and this commitment remains a part of their mission. Pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, I want you to watch over Israel, watch over Palestine, watch over everybody that's fighting, and it's the wars that are going on. Please find a resolution between them. Come back to peace if we can, and just stop the fighting. As always, watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedom. This I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hospice of the Ozarks. Give them a call at 870-508-1771. Ask them about respite care. If you're taking care of a loved one, it's okay to have a break every once in a while. As Scooter says.
You got to take care of yourself first before you take care of others.
Exactly. All right, let's take a short break and hear a word from our sponsor, the Z-Team.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person, who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. The Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, buddy, they will take care of you, won't they? They are professionals in their field that have been doing this for 20 plus years in our area, and they love it just as much as we do. And they want to take care of you, find the right home for the right time of your life.
That's the reason why they win all them awards for customer service.
Exactly.
They actually care.
Exactly. They do.
They do care.
They want to make sure that all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed to get you to the closing date on time. As Scooter and I have talked about many a times, there's people in front of you and behind you, and everything's...
The domino effect.
Exactly. The domino effect that happens. You just want to make sure you have professionals in the field that are going to make sure that everything's taken care of, because each lender has different requirements about the loan, inspections to be done, paperwork to be filed.
You need to know what kind of loan that the people that are buying your house are getting, and that will tell you what you need to do and what you got to do to get ready. And they'll be able to walk you through it all.
Exactly. Let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by the Z-Team. Oh, it's majestic. It looked like they're
majestic,
isn't it? Beautiful White River.
It is nice this morning.
That, man, I tell you what, you know how good that feel to be in a boat right now on that water.
Look at that shot.
That is amazing. The train station.
Now
that's
we're
my
going
favorite.
to the train station.
That's my favorite shot. When that camera moves around to different areas in Cotter, Arkansas, the train station's my favorite. Because I just want to jump on a train and take off.
There's not a train there.
Means I won't be going to work today if I'm on a train.
No train today.
I'm going to get a day off. You see where I'm going? See where I'm leading with this?
I could see that. You call work. I'm not going to make it. I'm stuck on a train.
I'm on a train.
I can't get off.
Exactly. Beautiful Cotter, Arkansas, the horseshoe bend of the White River, brought to you by the Z-Team and way of cameras on the back of their home, connected to their website at retiredtoarkansas.net. You can go to them 24/7. Absolutely amazing view to start your day, isn't it? I mean, if you can't own it, check it out on your phone when you wake up in the morning. What do most people do anyways? grab your phone, check social media. Well, just go to retiredarkansas.net, click the live view camera, see what it's like outside.
Yep.
Beautiful view. And
pretty and green.
Yeah, and then give Bob and Linda Zadora a call at 870-405-0793 and talk to them about buying or selling a home. They will take care of you. Isn't that right, Scooter?
You bet.
Let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by the Z-Team. Mountain Home at 66, Harrison at 66, Batesville at 69, Yellville at 67, Marshall at 66, Salem at 66, Mountain View at 66, Calico Rock at 66. Guess what? West Plains, Missouri's at
69.
Nope, 66. Springfield, Missouri at 65. And they have a wind advisory in Springfield. Poplar Bluff at 66. And St. Louis is at what?
69? 66.
66. That is the
all right.
temperature of the day, my friend. National Weather Radar. Look at this through the central part of the states. Last time we were the east part of the U.S., and now it's the central part, stretching from Kansas all the way up to North Dakota into Canada. It looks like we've got something that could get into our area today, doesn't it? It's going to say
south, it looks like. We'll look when you zoom in.
Yeah, let's go ahead and zoom in here to Missouri and Arkansas. And look at it's sporadic down in Louisiana and southern part of Arkansas. And you can see this stretch right here, I think, that it starts to populate more. Oh, there it is right there. And it's south of us, but it starts to look like something could accumulate in our area. See, there it is. Here we go.
It's going to be awfully close. Awfully close.
And then it disappears. So right now it looks like Jonesboro has a little bit of activity in the southern part of Arkansas, northern part of Missouri. Watches and warnings. It looks like on the east side of Arkansas, northeast side, they have a wind advisory. And then you can see half the state of Missouri has a wind advisory stretching almost to the border of Arkansas. 7-day forecast. We have, thunderstorms likely and breezy at 70%, high of 74. Tonight, 30% chance of thunderstorms, then partly cloudy, a low of 64. Wednesday, sunny, high of 86. Wednesday night, mostly clear, low of 62. Thursday, we got a slight chance of thunderstorms at 20%, increasing to 60%, high of 85. Thursday night, 70% chances storms likely, low of 54. Friday, we got mostly cloudy, then a 30% chance of thunderstorms, high of 67. Friday night, 40% chance of thunderstorms, low of 48. Saturday, 30% chance of thunderstorms, high of 62. And all of this can change by Thursday, so we'll check that again.
Easily.
Yeah, very easily. Norfolk Lake water level, 553.74. Level is 1.74 feet above full pool. They're shut down. Bull Shoals Lake water level, 657.72. They are 1.28 feet above full pool, and they're generating 2. That is a look at your weather, brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. Go to retiredarkansas.net, where you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and a plethora of information about the Ozarks. Plethora.
I like that.
Yeah. Now we'll take another short break and hear from another one of our sponsors,
Ozarks Farm and Lawn.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Be right back.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show. Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. They sponsor the community news. I almost said
you got sidetracked, didn't you?
I almost said morning prayer. Can you believe that? Me mess up? That's what I'm talking about.
That's just normal.
Go by and see Ozarks Farm and Lawn at 4423 Highway 62 West in Mountain Home, Arkansas. For all your tractor needs, zero turns, RTVs.
Rugged terrain vehicles.
Very good, very good.
They are really, really cool. They've got little pickup beds on them.
Yep.
They're pretty neat.
They're what you need on a little farm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you don't need to take the truck. You need just something to zip around in.
It's easy to zip around in. You can keep a lot of stuff in that pickup bed and haul stuff around. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. And they've got great deals going on. Kubota, New Hollands. Go by and see them for parts, service, pre-owned. They have pre-owned, anything you need for your farm. Go by and see them. It's hay baling season, or
they got a lot of hay equipment out there right now.
Yeah.
With balers and rakes and anything you need for hay wise, they've got it in stock. They've got a huge line of tractors. They got a bunch of the RTVs out there.
Yeah.
Also a bunch of zero turns. So
can't go by and not have your eye attracted to that place.
Oh no, you can't miss it.
No, or sea of orange and blue. And in community news, I'm going to go ahead and go to this calendar of events at the enjoymountainhome.com, the Chamber of Commerce's website. We like to show that. It looks like the Schliemann Center has a breastfeeding class. You got line dancing for women. And then we have the Glenn Miller Orchestra, presented by Haley Culture Arts Endowment at the Shed, 7 p.m., April 17th. The Farmers Market, look at that, April 17th, 7 a.m. till noon. Buddy, we have a great farmers market.
Yes, we do.
Great farmers market. So you want to go by there and check that out. And the Schliemann Center, they're always doing something there. But yeah, go to enjoymountainhome.com where you can find the community events. You click on each one of these. It looks 17th. There's 5 events going on. We'll skip around to the 22nd, 3, and it just continues from there. Each one you can click on and for more information, read about it. But we have also the Second Amendment Legacy Foundation. This is a couple of days away, so I'd say if you didn't get tickets by now, what do you think?
They're out of tickets.
They're out of tickets. There you go. But can you still go by and walk through? Is this what you have to have tickets?
You gotta have tickets.
Gotta have tickets. So this is out.
Yeah, I think we're done with that.
Done with that. And Cast for Kids at McCabe Park. I think pre-registration is required, and you can probably still do that.
They do. They have openings available. So, and they're probably, last I heard, they were still looking for a couple more volunteers. So if you want to help out and take some kids fishing and stuff like that, it's a great thing.
Very good. That'll be Saturday, April 27th at McCabe Park, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The fishing event for children with special needs. Participants must be at least 6 years old, accessible for all disabilities. Parent and guardian must attend with the child. Free event, lunch included. The kids will receive a fishing fun pack with a rod and reel, tackle box, t-shirt, and hat, and a photo plaque. You can contact Denver West at 870-632-9499 or email mccabepark@castforkids.org. Very good. And then I'm sure Bob's been talking about the
the football camp's coming up.
Football camps,
and there's only one
football.
one's a ways off that we can talk about later, but I think that one's coming up.
It is April. Let's see, it's for 5th, 6th, and 7th grade students at Bomber Stadium, and that'll be Wednesday, April 24th, and Thursday, April 25th, from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Cost is none. Wear comfortable athletic clothing with football cleats or tennis shoes. Bring a water bottle. And you can contact our coach, Ari, at SARY@mhbombers.com. That's our community news for today. We'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with Dr. Bentley Wallace and Christy Kern from ASUMH.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Your senior health care specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
All you've ever
Welcome back to the Morning Show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Dr. Bentley Wallace, the Chancellor of ASU-MH here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. And we are happy to have you on. It's been a little bit.
Yeah, so glad to be back. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, tell us, it's been a little bit, so anybody new that's watching, tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been the Chancellor.
Sure. I'm not really new anymore. We got here August 1st of this past year, so 8 or 9 months, I guess, now, and it's fantastic being in Mountain Home, being back in north central Arkansas. You know, I grew up at Mountain View, and so coming back, this is the second time I've worked in the ASU system. I worked at ASU Newport years ago, and a couple other stops along the way, but the opportunity to come back here and be close to home and family and back in the ASU system. And what we have found in Mountain Home, Arkansas, and Baxter County, north central Arkansas, we are thrilled to be here. Just every day we talk about what a blessing it's been to be here in this spot at this time and getting to know these people and being able to get engaged with not just the college community but the community at large. And Darby has gotten so involved with so many things already in our time here, and I dare somebody to try and boot us out of here.
I know, right?
Yeah, we're in love with the spot.
Yeah, and Scooter and I, we talk about this all the time when we're showing the White River, and it's just an amazing place to live. I can't think of anywhere else I want to be. I know my wife would like to be in New York City, but no thanks. I'll take No, I'm going to pass. But Mountain Home is amazing. ASU-MH is amazing. It seems like every time, Christy comes on, and I go and look at the Facebook page and the website, to refresh what's been happening, it seems you just keep adding. It keeps growing and getting better and better. I mean, I'm looking at something right here. Arkansas State University Mountain Home awarded $450,000 grant for the extrusion and injection molding program. Tell us about that, because then we'll just keep going. There's appropriation that I guess Senator Bozeman did, a $6 million. It's just money's coming in to help grow ASU-MH. So tell us about what's been going on.
So first and foremost, those grant awards and those appropriations have everything to do with the history of the good work that the people who work at ASU Mountain Home have done, right?
Yeah.
So we from the time this college was conceived until now, we have shown time and again that we are capable of taking smart investments, whether those are donations from private citizens locally who believe in higher education and the value of that, whether those are state agencies or federal agencies that see the good work that we do, see that we're changing lives, see that when people come to ASU Mountain Home, they come for a short time, they get the credential or degree that they need, and then they move on and do bigger things in life than they would have done had they not been there, right? So that's how we end up getting these great grants and appropriations. But $450,000 to add to the technology that we're using in our advanced manufacturing program, specifically for extrusion and plastic injection molding, right? So what's that mean?
Right.
So you think about companies in our area like Danfoss, right? They're making hydraulic hoses, and they extrude those, right? The raw materials go in one end of the machine, and the hose comes out the other end. What happens in the middle, that's extrusion, where it's formed into that hose. And there's a lot of different ways that you can extrude materials and make different shapes. You remember those Play-Doh toys where you put it in the top and you press the lever down and the star comes out, or the crescent moon? That's extrusion. Okay. That's what we're doing with that equipment. Out at the Robert L. Myers Technical Education Campus, our tech campus on the west side of town, part of the new space out there is dedicated to extrusion and plastic injection molding. Injection molding is where you've got a mold, there's heat and pressure, and the plastic goes in either as a liquid or as a powder, mashes it together, comes back apart. There's parts. So you think about companies like Baxter Labs, right?
Yes.
And their renal products, and they've got these trays and valves and all these pieces. Those are made with injection molding, and they do some extrusion too, but for all the tubing that they make for all their medical products. And so we've got large employers like that in town who need skilled technicians to be able to not only make the product that they sell, but also maintain the equipment that they use to make the products that they sell. And so these programs within extrusion and molding are within our advanced manufacturing program, but we've got dedicated space. We've got some equipment out there now. More is coming, part donated from our employer partners, some that we'll buy with some of this grant funds. But the Delta Regional Authority, which is a federal agency, funded us with $450,000 to improve technology, to get professional development for our faculty, those sorts of things. So that's exciting, right? And we're going to have the grand opening for that new space, and the new name on the building, and the new name for the campus, all those things. As soon as the sign manufacturer will get our letters, we will get a date scheduled to have that ribbon cutting and grand opening, and we know that you guys will help cover that as well. So thank you. The $6 million that we got, it was the same week we got the announcement we're getting $6 million from an appropriation through the spending bill in Congress. Same, just a day later, we got notification on the $450,000 grant. It's a pretty good week a couple of weeks ago. $6 million to expand and enhance Godis Hall, which is our health sciences building on campus. Right, a gorgeous facility, great technology inside. $6 million doesn't go a long ways in construction these days with modern architecture and modern construction and the cost of everything. But the building will get a little bit bigger. We don't have all the plans figured out yet. We're working through the initial phases with the federal government to get to where the money can flow. And once we have all those pieces put together, then we'll engage our architects and we'll start the process of hiring contractors to do that work. But a little bit of expansion and then quite a bit of renovation in the existing space, right? So that building's several years old now.
It is.
And it's still a gorgeous new building. But since it was originally built, the way that we trained for health sciences has changed. The types of programs we have changed. And so as we continue to focus on serving, we're a healthcare destination in North Central Arkansas, and with Baxter Health and with all the clinical settings that we have, all the great partners we have in health services, we have to make sure that our facility, where we're training up those nurses and techs, all those people that we're training, that where they get that education aligns with what they're going to experience in the real world when they go to work. And so that's the focus of that. Like I said, we'll expand that building some, we'll renovate that building some. It'll be interesting to live in the building, and we got to continue to teach, right? We don't have an extra building, so we'll be living through that renovation and expansion, and classes will continue. But we're going to bring in a record size RN class this fall, which is exciting. We may have as many as 50 in the class start this fall, and I think our largest class to date prior to this, the past couple of years, was in the 20s. And so we can't satisfy demand in the marketplace, right? For well-qualified nurses, both LPN and RN, the demand is so great. We're doing everything we can to push as many through. We've got our fingers crossed that There'll be an announcement this week. The state's going to release some grants for nurse education, where partners, and we've got a grant application in. Baxter Health and ASU Mountain Home submitted the application a couple of months ago. Fingers crossed that this week we'll get good news, and it'll be a game changer for us. Not only the expansion of our building, but this grant from the state, if it comes through, a major shift in how we attract and retain nurse education students and get them employed right here in Mountain Home. So exciting stuff going on campus in terms of program growth and our ability to serve students. And the most important part there is that we're not doing anything in terms of program development or curriculum development that doesn't align perfectly with what our employer partners need. Right. We don't make a step relative to those grants. In fact, that the grant news dropped a couple of weeks ago about the extrusion and molding, and just a couple of days later, the entire team from Baxter Health or Baxter Labs was out at our place looking at the space, talking about how they can support what we're doing with that money to make sure that we leverage it in the best way possible. And it really, really is an exciting time to be in those conversations and aligning what we do at the college with what those employers need. Because if we don't, what are we doing it for?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and it's our collaboration between our workforce employers and ASU Mountain Home is really what's growing that technical center in the college. To be able to take a student from the classroom and step right into a career, seamlessly, and that's the collaboration that has.
Which I still find amazing, because when we were younger, you had college and then you had tech schools. I mean, they weren't combined really. You were going to go take your business classes, your medical stuff, whatever, when you go to college. But if you were a tech, you were going to go to a separate tech school. And I think it's so cool now that you can go to college and come out with a welding degree, or a CDL or whatever, and it's all right here at the college.
Yeah, it is great. And the majority of jobs that we have today need some education beyond high school, right? Yep. As good as a high school diploma is, as good as our high schools are at preparing young people to be ready for the world, the majority of the jobs need something beyond what the curriculum in high school is. The cool thing is that more and more we're getting that extra while they're still in high school, right? Mm-hmm. We've got concurrent classes, which are great, but we also have the secondary tech center where students are coming to us from their home campuses for half a day every day, and they're in our welding programs and our automotive programs and our health science programs, criminal justice, and those sorts of things, so that when they get out of high school, they may already have an industry recognized credential allowing them to go right to work. But that's all college credit. That's all college. It's high school plus college. And if they decide to come back to school, like some people do, after they've been out a few years, all of that credit still counts. If they decide to get an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree, it all stacks up and they don't lose time. And if you come to the tech center while you're in high school for half a day every day, you're earning college credit. It doesn't cost you a dime as a student, right? The state's paying for that. And so you can get, a year or two worth of college credit absolutely free by coming to the tech center in one of those technical fields that you mentioned. And talk about demand, talk about a need for, talk to any of these car dealers around town, ask them how much trouble they have finding certified technicians, right? The companies that need certified welders, those sorts of things, advanced manufacturing, all machinists, all of those things are in such high demand, and the earnings potential is just nuts.
It is. It definitely is. You can make a lot of money working as a certified mechanic at some of these dealerships, and that's where ASU Mountain Home has seen the need. The employers, you've come together. I think it's working out great. You're getting the money to be able to expand these projects, and you're going to pull in more students. You're going to help these employers stay here in Mountain Home, because if you can't, if you don't have enough employees for your business, what are you going to do?
That's right.
You're going to move out. You're going to go to where you can. And so you guys have seen the need, and it's working. I think it's, you just said it. You had 20 in the nursing program the last time. Now you're going to have 50.
That's our goal.
There you go. So it's 7:33. Go ahead and take a break.
You bet.
All right. We'll be right back with more from Dr. Bentley Wallace, the Chancellor of Mountain Home, ASU Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z-Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z-Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest, Dr. Bentley Wallace, Chancellor of ASU-MH. A lot of things going on at Arkansas State University Mountain Home. As he said before the break, that if you decide to go back to school like I did, the credits that you gain while you're in high school, if you're going concurrent, even if you do a year and you think it's not for you and you end up changing your mind, I did. I went a year and a half and ended up just working for my dad. And then next thing you know, I'm 38 years old, going back to college, and ended up getting my associate's degree for graphic design. And the credits that I got those first years back in 1998, 1999 still were good. And I graduated with that certificate, and I'm happy that I went back. It taught me a lot. And if I can do it, you can do it. So don't be afraid to go in and talk to one of the counselors there. They can help you decide, what the best route is to go, even if you work full-time. I did. My employer worked with me for my classes. They allowed me to go ahead and leave for the hour or two a day. Every other day that I had to go. It's I think they'll be happy that you're going because you're improving yourself, So, but the ASU Mountain Home, like I said, has been growing leaps and bounds. You've got classes are about to end, beginning of May.
That's right.
And they're already signing up for next season.
So summer and fall. We're right in the thick middle of registration season for next terms.
And my daughter was on the FAFSA website, filling out, trying to get that money. And so some changes have happened with FAFSA. I'm going to let you take it from there because you know more about it than I do.
Yeah, so the FAFSA is a form you have to fill out if you want federal financial aid, if you want student loans, which we don't advise, but if sometimes it's necessary. If you want state scholarships, you want local scholarships, you have to fill out the FAFSA. That's the first step that's required of all those things. And it is a federal agency. It's the Federal Department of Education that manages that, And a few years ago, they decided they were going to update the FAFSA. They were going to improve. The federal government got involved, and sometimes that doesn't always go as well as you might hope. And we've got ourselves in a bit of a mess where the FAFSA is concerned. There are parts of it that are broken. It's returning incorrect information.
Yeah.
And we want to help with that. And so we recognize that the new model is confusing. We have a son who's in college, and we sat down over the Easter break to try and work through the FAFSA for him for this coming year. And the three of us really struggled to get it done. And here's the challenge. Even after all that work, even the fact that my wife's an educator, I work in education, we're not sure if we got it done right or not.
Yeah,
the
tells you a lot.
Yeah, the information coming back is confusing. And so we want to help with that. So this evening and Thursday evening of this week from 4 to 7 on campus in Integrity First Hall from 4 to 7 tonight and Thursday night. If you've got questions about FAFSA, if you need help with FAFSA, we'll be in some computer labs in that building. Come by, whether you come to school with us or not. If you're going to Jonesboro, if you're going somewhere else, don't worry about where you're planning to attend. If you're not sure if your FAFSA has been completed correctly, come to us this afternoon. Let us help. Our financial aid folks know exactly what's going on. They know that it's not perfect yet, but we can look at that, look at what you're doing. Mm-hmm. There's one of the things that they changed is I could go in and fill out the FAFSA for our son. I could do 100% of it, or our son could do 100% of it.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Each parent has to do a piece of it independently, and it's creating a lot of. So, families, if you want to come in, parents, students, and our students, anybody else, come in, let us help with that. It's a mess. The reality is right now, if you compare the number of FAFSAs that have been completed same day last year, nationally we're down almost 30% fewer have been completed this year as compared to last year. And it's all because it was broken, it rolled out late, it's still not fixed all the way. It's getting better. Each day they're making fixes and getting better. But anyway, it's a mess, but we're here to help. And so 4 to 7 tonight, 4 to 7 Thursday night, come out to Integrity First Hall on our campus and let us help with that. We're happy to do it, and we want to make sure that everybody who has questions get those answered. Or you can always call our financial aid office anytime and get some help too. Yeah,
definitely go. It's okay to have some help. Some people are like, I'll figure it out. I'll go in there. You'll figure it out a lot faster.
Yeah, they'll help you get it taken care of.
Yeah, very good. The Apex Lecture Series I see on the ASU Mountain Home Facebook page. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so the Apex Series is an annual event where a student, and it takes about a year for each student who participates in this to prepare, but these are high-achieving students who approach with a faculty mentor. They choose a topic they want to do scholarly work on. They work on it, they research, they do all this work, and then they do a presentation at the end of that cycle with their faculty mentor guiding them along the way. It's been in existence several years now, and that lecture series this year, Colton Harp, one of our students who plans to move on after this year and become an architecture student, and his research has been on sustainable engineering and architecture, and looking at how do we build structures in a way that are environmentally sound, that can withstand all the environmental pressures that we have on facilities today, and do it in a way that is sustainable. And so 2 opportunities tomorrow. He presents at noon and at 6, I believe, and that'll be in the McMullen Lecture Hall in Briar Hall. So come out to campus to McMullen and hear Colton. If you got an interest at all in, number one, really high quality scholarly work.
Yeah.
If you'd like to just hear somebody who's been doing this research and this work in partnership with faculty over the year, it's worth it for that. If you got an interest in architecture, it's worth coming out. And so come to campus tomorrow at noon or at 6 and hear from Colton. It's going to be very interesting. I've seen a little bit of the information ahead of time. I got a little bit of a preview. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, that's a worthy research project, is to find ways to we can't sustain the amount of stuff we're taking out of the earth to build things. And eventually we're going to have to find new ways of doing this. And if he could maybe his next research project, figure out how to make blacktop last longer.
Yeah, maybe so.
That would be nice.
Maybe so.
That would be
so.
real good. I mean, I don't want to put anybody out of a job filling potholes, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Apex Lecture Series, very good. What time was that again? That's
I think that's noon and 6.
Noon and 6.
Double check me.
Yeah, Wednesday, April 17th, noon and 6. Oh, I knew you were right. McMullen Lecture Hall, Dreyer 200, open to the campus and the public. Very good. Apex Lecture Series. Yeah, go by and see that. The Trailblazers, I tell you what. Well, it's 7:44. You want to take our last break?
Final break? Yeah.
Let's take our last break, and we're going to talk about some sports.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
For all things
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV, visiting with Dr. Bentley Wallace, Chancellor of ASU Mountain Home. Buddy, I'm impressed. A couple years, Trailblazers sports has been active, and you guys are already breaking records and hitting, let me go back to here. The poll released, Arkansas ASU-MH Trailblazers baseball team is ranked 20th in the nation in Division II of the National Junior College Athletic Association, with a record of 18 wins and 5 losses. I mean, that's impressive.
And we've actually stacked a few more wins onto that record since that news release a few days ago. So, it really is just our first full season playing baseball at Mountain Home. And twice this season we've cracked the top 20 in the national rankings for Division II teams in JCAA. So it's a heck of a run. We're going to have an event. You want to come out, watch some great baseball. We've got a game on Saturday at noon, and before that game at noon, we're going to recognize our sophomores, those students who are graduating or going on to play at another level. We've got a number of our players who have signed to play at the 4-year level, which is exciting. One of the main reasons we do athletics at the the JUCO level, is to give that stepping stone where players who want to keep playing. But we've had a great year with athletics. Second year for baseball and softball. Our bass fishing teams are re-energized. They're going to tournaments, and that's, if anywhere there should be collegiate bass fishing, we should be doing it here,
Definitely.
right?
We're the area for it.
We've got marine manufacturing as a technical program, no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
We've got bass fishing teams in athletics, no-brainer.
Definitely.
And then esports has had a heck of a run this year, both in the fall and the spring. And I just this morning before I walked in here, there was an email about their match from last night, and I didn't have time to look, but it looked like it was good news as we're in the playoffs with our spring teams. And so really good things going on. Baseball's been a lot of fun. We've got great kids. I've got great kids on all of our teams, but great support from the community for baseball and softball out there coming to see games. But come out to Cooper Park this Saturday at noon and celebrate with us. We'll be cooking hot dogs, that sort of thing, and just come and enjoy watching some really good collegiate baseball. That's the thing, is this is an exciting. If you haven't watched JUCO baseball, it's an exciting brand of baseball, right? It's very fast-paced. We turn double headers in about 4.5 hours, right, in both games. So everything, and that's with a good break in between. But everything is very fast-paced. You see some great pitching and some great batting, and just come out and watch. I think we're starting to build a fan base of folks who don't have a player on the team. Their only connection is that they're a fan of baseball or a fan of ASU Mountain Home. They're coming out to watch and support, and so come out. And thanks to the city, our partnership with the city to be able to use Cooper and Keller for baseball and softball. We would not have these athletic programs were it not for the partnership that we have with the city, and the fact that we're able to use those facilities and have such a community-minded group at the Parks Department and the Mayor's office, the City Council, allowing for that to happen and recognizing the economic driver that athletics is, right? There's a lot of these students who wouldn't be here were it not for the ability to continue to play. But just that great community partnership that we have, and being able to play there at Cooper, which is a great field, and we're so thankful to have that partnership. Like I said, we wouldn't have these teams without it.
Yeah, we really appreciate Hillary Adams. He's a big parks advocate. He's been improving them ever since he's got in office. And the Cooper Park is a great place to go watch some baseball. I've been there a few times. Go by this Saturday at noon.
Yeah, noon. First pitch is it'd be right around noon because we've got the ceremonies going on. But come out late morning and hang out with us and see some great baseball.
Definitely go by. Then Scooter, if you would just pull up the computer real quick.
Yep.
Let's show some of this. It was a 3-win weekend for the Trailblazers baseball team. That was a couple of days ago. Let's show a few pictures of our ASU MH players, and we really enjoy having them in our area for the couple of years they'll be playing sports and going to school with us. They're doing a great job. We really appreciate them. So we have the Shed, the concert series geared up a couple of months ago, and tomorrow night we have the Glenn Miller Orchestra coming.
Yeah, final show of our performing arts series for the 23-24 season. Let me tell you about a show from last weekend, a week ago Saturday. We had Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, sold-out show. It was fantastic. Just one of the best shows we've ever had at the Shed. But I think tomorrow night's show, Glenn Miller Orchestra, may be, I'm looking forward to this so much. Can't wait to see them. We do have a few tickets left for this show, and so you can go to theshed.com, click on buy tickets, but I suspect that those will sell out over the next 24 hours as we ramp up to showtime. But this is a big deal, right? These are these acts that we're bringing in, the Performing Arts Council, the folks, it's a hard-working group of volunteers who work well in advance, right? I mean, we're booking shows, a year, 18 months, 2 years in advance, because if you want to get the good shows, you got to
too.
book that far in advance. And so this group is constantly looking and working. We'll make our announcements about the next season. They're putting the final touches on next year's season right now. Just waiting to get a couple of final contracts signed. It's going to be another stellar year. I will come back and talk about that after we drop that information soon. But tomorrow night's show, Glenn Miller Orchestra at the Shed. If you've got a ticket, come out and enjoy it. If you don't have a ticket, go get one, because I think total they bring about 15 musicians total, and it's if you're a big band fan and all like I am, you're going to love this show.
Yeah, definitely. The Shed makes it easy. You can go onto their website, theshed.com. Tickets up here at the top. You can see upcoming events, Glenn Miller Orchestra. Click on that. Buy tickets right here very easily. And let's see, Casting Crows. Did Casting Crows get... I know something happened. I think a family member.
Casting Crown was
Casting Crowns.
Yeah, so they were scheduled, and there was a death in the family for the lead singer, and so they had to postpone. And we had 4 or 5 days notice that they weren't going to make a show, but they came back in a few weeks and had the show, and it was.
Oh, they did.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. They've been back, and it was a complete sellout, both the lower section and the risers, and just a huge event. And another great partnership, and that's another example. We don't produce that, so that Casting Crowns that's produced by another group that we partner with and contract with, not part of our regular performing arts series, but another example of how the Shed. I mean, we drew people from hundreds of miles away to come to this concert.
Yeah.
They come to town, they eat in our restaurants, they stay in our hotels, they shop in our stores. It is a big, when you think about the economic impact of what the Veda Shed Community Development Center does for our region, bringing shows like Casting Crown and Big Bad Voodoo Daddy and Glenn Miller Orchestra and all of those things, it's a major economic driver. And boy, does our team over there do a great job. I know Christy's on your show every once in a while, but she's the lead on an awful lot of that stuff and does such a tremendous job. And we are so fortunate to have that facility in our community and to be able to bring those shows. We're punching way above our weight in Mountain Home, Arkansas when it comes to cultural events, performing arts. You think about the new art walk that we're developing, the sculpture trail that we're developing on campus. All of those things are things that we probably shouldn't have in a town our size.
I know, right?
But because of the community support, because of the donors that we have, because of the interest from the community to have world-class art and shows and facilities and all the nature that goes with. I mean, nobody else is doing it at the level we are, and we started by talking about how special a place this is. That's just another example of how Mountain Home, Arkansas, ASU Mountain Home, Baxter County, the region that we're in, we're doing things way bigger and better than we have the right to do, but it's all because we got a community that cares so much.
Yeah, and that's not the only thing that the Shed has. The art collection that you can go and look at on the second floor. You can do a wedding at the Shed. You can rent it out for a wedding. I know Arkansas Game and Fish just had an event there a couple of nights ago.
They did. They're honoring game wardens, and there's something going on at the Shed all the time. It is a very rare day, and that's 7 days a week. It's very rare that there's not something going on at the Shed, and it's tiresome. And you think about our facility crew and our security crew and the people who manage all the events and make sure that the lights and sound and that the building's ready. And you go through there will be an event like Casting Crowns. You'll have 1,600 people in the building until 10 o'clock one night. I walk in the next morning, you can't tell anything has happened. Our crews have already been through and put it back in order overnight, early in the morning, because there's going to be something the next day, right? There's a meeting in the trout room, or there's a meeting in the conference center. It has to go back together. One of the churches in town did their big Easter church service in
Real
the
life
Shed.
Church
Multiple services that day. They took over the whole building for 4 or 5 days getting it ready, and then come that Monday after Easter, the place is put back together and ready to go again. So it really is a great service and value to our community. And yes, we know that parking isn't the best on campus for events at the shed. That's the number one complaint that I get on campus is that parking is not what it should be for those events.
But sometimes, depending on the event, they usually have a shuttle service.
We do.
Real Life did a shuttle service back and forth. You know,
and for our performing arts series,
They
thanks
do
to
a
the
shuttle-
Ultimate Auto Group,
Exactly,
we
yeah.
have shuttle service to get you from those farther parking lots. But if somebody's got an extra $20 million or so, wants to build a parking deck, we'll entertain that conversation. But
come on down.
Yeah,
very
happy to
good.
talk about it.
Yeah, we've got about a minute left. Final thoughts.
Yeah, so you mentioned about going back to school.
Yeah.
One of the things that we know is we've got fewer high school graduates coming out. We just didn't have as many babies 18 and 20 years ago, and so we don't have as many high school graduates. We're going to have to fill the workforce with people who come back to school and get re-skilled and then go and stay in the workforce. And we can help you figure that out. You mentioned working while you're going to school.
Right.
We've got employers who are willing to help with that as well. But if we're going to keep the economy humming along in north central Arkansas, people, working adults who are in the workforce now but perhaps underemployed, we've got to get them to school, and that may just be for a few weeks, right?
Exactly.
You don't have
It's
to go
not
for 2 years at a time.
Yeah.
Come back, get a little bit extra skill, and get into a job that pays more, has better benefits, better retirement. That's where our opportunity lies. And so, yes, traditional students will always serve them.
Mm-hmm.
We have to bring more people into a higher level in the working economy, and now's the time. Come talk to us and look at some of these programs that we have at ASU Mountain Home. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for having us on.
Thank you for coming on. It's always a pleasure. And he's right. Go back and talk to ASU Mountain Home, talk to the counselors. They can get you the help you need and set you up right. So it did it for me. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, we thank you for coming on.
Yeah, and come out Saturday for the ball game.
Yep.
And go Trailblazers.
Very good. You all have a great day. We'll see you on. I'll see you on Thursday.